That is apparent in his emoji. Fantastic. This call is now being recorded. Awesome. And I'd like to start by informing you guys that this session is recorded. And what that means is you would be getting access to the recording of the session. So in case for some reason you couldn't hear me, the network is really dealing with you, do not stress yourself. You'll be getting access to the recording. I would also be sharing my slides with everybody on the call. All you need to gain access to the slide is to fill out the attendance form that will be shared by my colleague on the call. So keep an eye out in the chat box. My colleague will be sharing the link to the attendance form. You just click on that link, fill out the attendance form, and you would be getting the recording of this session and also my slides. All right, so a quick one before we get started. My name is Ayobami Yusuf. I'm a trainer here at Navient Analytics. I'm also a data analyst with almost half a decade of experience in the IT and data space. I think the only thing that you need to know about me that is relevant to you is that I also did not start out in tech. All right, I was previously a school teacher and a bank staff, but I needed to do better, and I thought to myself, I needed to empower myself, and I found data analytics, and it has been a really, really wonderful journey since then. So I transitioned into tech, and what that means is that you also can transition seamlessly into tech. All right. So what do we do at Navient Analytics? Who are we? At Navient Analytics, we are not just a regular edtech company. There are a lot of edtech companies out there. All right. We don't just want to be in the number. All right. So we've carved out a niche for ourselves to be a movement. And what are we moving towards? We want to emancipate Africans. All right. We want to empower Africans. And a lot of people have done the work of training. I think there's been too much of training in the world. There's no empowerment. And that is the gap that we are looking to fill. And what is real empowerment? Real empowerment is when you're able to learn a skill that you can use to gain a job. That is real empowerment. A lot of courses are out there. Go to Udemy, go to a lot of places. You find courses to give you knowledge, but knowledge does not guarantee empowerment. What really guarantees empowerment is a structure that would not just give you the skill, but also position you for the job. And that is what we stand for. And since we started, in just 2 years, we've helped hundreds of Africans break into data analytics, data science, and business analysis, helping them transform their ambition into actual achievement. All right. And we are hoping that as many as are on this call that also want to make that switch, let us help you. All right. Let us help you, empower you, and equip you to break into tech. So, Navient Analytics, we are your partner when it comes to your ambition to break into tech. All right. So, without wasting more time, let's take a look at our roadmap for today. What are we going to be doing today? And if you have questions, guys, don't worry. We're going to make room for questions. All you need to do is just stick around till the end of the session, or you can also type out your questions in the chat box. I would also be keeping an eye out in the chat, take a look at some of your questions, answer the ones I can. The ones that I can't on the call, what I'll do is I'll make room for questions and answer at the end of the session. So what you want to do is stick around till the end of the session so that we can trash all of those burning questions that you have. I know you have questions for me, so we're going to address all of those questions. But for tonight, we have a simple roadmap and it's very straightforward. Number one, we will start by helping you build an attractive LinkedIn post leveraging AI. Guys, if that sounds exciting to you, I want you to give me a thumbs up. If it sounds exciting to you, how to leverage AI to create an attractive LinkedIn post, not just any LinkedIn post, but a LinkedIn post that surefire guarantees you to attract recruiters that are hiring for tech talent. right? Fantastic. So once we are done with that, I'm going to show you live how you can leverage AI, specifically ChatGPT, to build a super attractive LinkedIn post that would attract recruiters to you like magnet. Once we are done with that, we will then talk about how we can help you grow faster on LinkedIn. A lot of people don't know the immense power and opportunity that is on the platform LinkedIn, but we're going to show you that today. And we're also going to talk you through how we've been helping a lot of people leverage LinkedIn and how you can also leverage LinkedIn. And once we are done with that, we'll then have a special announcement for you at the end of the session. So you want to stick around. Again, it's coming a lot of times. How that sticking around to the end of the session is very important. So you want to stick around till the end of the session because I have a very special announcement for everybody on the call tonight. And of course, we are going to have our Q&A, our question and answer session. Guys, so are we ready? That's my question for you. Are you ready to dive in? Are you ready? If you are ready, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat. You can also support that with your favorite emoji. Type yes with your favorite emoji. Let me know that you are super, super duper ready. Fantastic, fantastic. A lot of people are ready. Steve is ready. Abraham is ready. A lot of people. Oh, fantastic. I love the energy in this room tonight. So why do we need to waste time? Let's head over to ChatGPT and see how we can leverage AI to make or build or create an attractive LinkedIn post that would get you in the radar of recruiters. So first thing I will do, obviously, is to open my favorite browser. And my favorite browser right now is Google Chrome. But guys, you can actually use any browser of your choice. So open your browser, all right? Open your browser and just search ChatGPT. Just do a simple Google search to ChatGPT. Guys, are you following? Are you following me? If you have searched for ChatGPT and you are on this window, give me a thumbs up. If you are on this search results window, fantastic. So what you have just done is to search for the AI tool that we're going to be using tonight. All right, I'm going to be walking you through some tricks and tips, all right, on how to use ChatGPT to make a post. Right, so the first option that comes out definitely is the one you want to click on. You would see www.chatgpt.com. Chatgpt.com. So you want to click on that. You want to click on that and give it some time to load. Now, if you have not used ChatGPT before, I want to identify you. Give me a thumbs up. You're on the call right now and you have never, ever, ever used ChatGPT before. I want you to give me a thumbs up, or you can type guilty as charged in the chat box. You've not used ChatGPT before. Type guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Yes. Diong, you can use the app, right? But even better, you can use the web browser version. All right. So I do not see any guilty as charged in the chat. So I'm assuming that everybody on the call has used ChatGPT before. Am I right to make that assumption? Am I correct to make that assumption? Fantastic. Fantastic. Now guilty as charged is coming up. Julius is guilty as charged. So for Julius and people like Julius that have not used ChatGPT before, by the time you open this interface, you're not going to be greeted with this interface. You're going to first of all be asked to sign up. All right. The reason why when I opened ChatGPT and it greeted me with this window that I you can see on my screen right now is because I have already signed up and signed in to ChatGPT. So if you have not done that before, it will prompt you to sign up. But don't worry, it's a very simple and intuitive process. All you need to do is just follow the prompt, let Google guide you, let OpenAI guide you on how to sign up. And once you sign up, it will also prompt you to sign in. And once you have done that, it will then bring you to this particular window. So guys, if we are on the same page right now, we're on the same page, everybody can see the window on my screen and you are ready to go. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up or shoot me your favorite emoji. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. I see a lot of energy. You guys are very energetic and I love that. I'm going to ride on your energy. Now, we want to use this guy on my screen. This guy is ChatGPT. And I love what some people call ChatGPT. They call ChatGPT your AI assistant. Now, a lot of you don't want to get to do things by yourself. You would rather have someone else do it for you. I'm sure there are a lot of us on this call. You are like me. You don't want to do stuff. You're lazy like me. Not really lazy. You're efficient. You like to use time to do what's important, not spend your time doing mundane things. You'd rather have someone else do some menial tasks for you. But maybe because of money, you don't have the money to hire an assistant to do some of these menial tasks. I have good news for you. You can use ChatGPT to do this menial task without paying ChatGPT a dime. All right. And I'm going to show you an example of how we can use ChatGPT to do something very important to our career, but we're not going to do it ourselves. And at the same time, we are not going to pay ChatGPT. So what do I want to do tonight with ChatGPT? I want to make a LinkedIn post that is attractive, but I don't want to think too deeply about it. I don't want to stress my brain. I don't want to stress myself. I want ChatGPT to help me come up with a very attractive post that when any recruiter sees the post, they will know, no, this person is super intelligent or super efficient or very skillful. All right. So that is what we're going to use ChatGPT to achieve. Now, the first thing in allowing ChatGPT help you do stuff effectively is number one, guys, and I need you to pay attention to this. You need to know what you want to achieve. The first step in getting the most out of ChatGPT is that you yourself, you need to know what you want to achieve. Guys, did you get that? If you get that, give me a thumbs up. The first thing I said, if you understand what I just said, give me a thumbs up. Beautiful. So if you don't know what you want to achieve, it's going to be difficult for you to send someone else on an errand to do it for you. All right. So you must have a picture of your objective in mind. That way, you're able to communicate it effectively to ChatGPT. Now, guys, who can tell me in the chat, what do we want to achieve tonight using ChatGPT? I'll take the first two responses. What are we trying to achieve leveraging ChatGPT? Who wants to tell me in the chat, guys? Who wants to tell me in the chat? Very quickly, what are we trying to use ChatGPT to achieve? A lot of responses are coming in. I love Blessing's response. How to write a compelling post on LinkedIn. Fantastic, Blessing. Essentials Limited is saying building an attractive LinkedIn post. How to create an attention grabbing. In fact, you guys are even better than me. So I think I'm going to leave this call. I'm going to leave this session for you people to just drive it, because apparently you guys are even better than me. because I love what you said. You said how to build an attention grabbing post. Fantastic. So how I'm going to approach this is I'm going to walk you through my own mental process. How do I use ChatGPT to write an attention grabbing post? Now, the trick is this, and I'm going to say this very loud and clear. And you can take my word to the bank. If you are a beginner, in tech, you are trying to get a job, your post on LinkedIn should focus on what you have done. It's not a time to be giving motivational speaker vibes. If you're a beginner, that is not the time to be giving motivational speech. Once you have reached a peak in your career, now you can be giving advice to people that are coming behind. And a lot of people make that mistake. You've not even gotten a job yet, and every day on LinkedIn, you are posting motivational speeches, what to do if you want to get into data analysis, what to do if you're trying to get into tech. Nobody will listen to you, and you can take my word to the bank. I guarantee you. If you make those kind of posts as a beginner, you don't have proof. You don't have social proof. You don't have pedigree. You don't have what people call your, they say something precedes you. I've forgotten that word. Who can help me? When they say your reputation. You don't have a reputation for delivering value. Nobody has seen what you can do before or what you have done. And you're coming to start giving motivational speeches. Nobody will listen to you. At best, you get 10 likes, and those 10 likes are from your friends. So if you want to maximize LinkedIn as a newbie, as a beginner, first of all, ensure that whatever you post reflects what you have done or what you can do. Let there be proof to your abilities in whatever post. So this is what I do. And this is what I will do as a beginner. First thing I will do is I'm going to work on a project. And that's very key. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to work on a project and make a post around that project so that, number one, the project is going to grab attention, and then my post is going to command my influence. Am I making sense, guys? Am I making sense to you? If I'm making sense to you, give me a thumbs up. If I'm speaking rubbish, give me a thumbs down. If you think what I'm saying does not make sense, just give me a thumbs down, all right? Fantastic. I don't see a thumbs down. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up, right? So that is tip number one. If you're a beginner, make sure there's no post you make that does not speak about the work that you do. So that's what I'll do. So I will build a project first, and I have already built a project, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write a post about that project. So the first thing I'll do is, so I built this Power BI dashboard, and I took a screenshot of it. So we're going to be using that as a demo. So I want to upload the screenshot of my dashboard to ChatGPT. So how do you upload an image, or how do you upload anything? Can you see this plus icon here, guys? Can you see this plus icon? If you can see the plus icon, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. So you can click on this plus icon, and it will ask you, what do you want to add? Do you want to add photos and files, or you want to add apps? You want to add from apps. What I want to do is add a photo or file, because I have taken a screenshot of the projects that I worked on. So I'm going to say add photos and files. Then it's going to take me to my file explorer. So where did I save that screenshot? I think I saved it in desktop, and I'm going to try to locate the screenshot I took. Let me try to locate the screenshot I took. Fantastic, guys. This is the screenshot I took. I'm going to click on the screenshot. All right, I'm going to click on the screenshot and click on open. How many of you saw what I did? If you saw what I did, give me a thumbs up. If you saw what I did, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. So I'm going to click on open, and once I do that, it's going to upload that picture, that screenshot into ChatGPT. And guys, guess what? ChatGPT is so intelligent that it can read and understand details from a picture. It will take a look at the picture and understand what is going on. But to make it more tailored, remember, what we are trying to build is a tailored post that grabs attention. So you have given ChatGPT the screenshot, and let me show you the project so you can see. Let me just show you the project, what it looks like. Let me show you the projects, what the project itself looks like, so that you can understand the result that ChatGPT is going to give me. Let me see if I can show you the project itself. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, let me open the project for you guys. Let me open the project for you. Guys, how many of you can see the projects? How many of you can see the projects? Fantastic. Now, what if I told you, and that's not even where I'm going, but let me tell you, even if you don't ask me to tell you. But what if I told you that this was a project built by a Nebient Analytics student in less than 6 weeks of starting out their data analytics journey? But that's not where we are going for now. But this was a project that I took from one of our students. In just 6 weeks, she was able to build this fantastic, good-looking project. So I'm going to steal our project. All right, I'm going to steal that project and use it to create a compelling post using ChatGPT. Guys, so let's go ahead. So I have uploaded this to ChatGPT. Now it's time for me to tell ChatGPT what I want it to do. So what I'm trying to do now is to give ChatGPT a prompt. So what do I want to tell ChatGPT? First of all, you have fed it the picture. Now it understands the context, but to make it more tailored, you then provide it with as much detail as possible. And I've written out the details here. So I'm going to start with, I want to create a very compelling, in fact, let me use some of your words, attention grabbing posts on LinkedIn to talk about these projects for which I have uploaded a screenshot. So first of all, you tell ChatGPT what you are trying to achieve, so that it knows that whatever it's going to generate for you has to be compelling, attention grabbing. All right, so you've told ChatGPT, oh, I want to create a very compelling, attention grabbing post on LinkedIn to talk about this project for which I have uploaded the screenshots. I won't stop there, guys. I will say I want the post to reflect my deep understanding of core data analytics and Power BI workflows. All right, so I'm giving it specific instructions so that whatever post ChatGPT is going to generate for me is going to reflect my deep understanding of core data analytics and Power BI workflows. You will think that I will stop there, but because I am so extra, I'm going to go ahead to say, I want the posts to sound very human. Avoid generic AI nuances. That's how I will literally post it. Avoid generic AI nuances like dash. Now, let me give you this trick. I'm giving you this for free. If you are on this call, consider yourself very lucky. Somebody said I should paste the prompt here when I'm done. I will do that. Now, consider yourself very lucky because you're on this call. Now, if you make a post on LinkedIn, now listen to this. I'm giving you this for free. If you make a post on LinkedIn and you made it using AI, I guarantee you that 90%, if you don't do it right, 90% of your audience will know that you used AI. How many of you have ever read a post on LinkedIn and in 5 seconds you know, nah, this is AI? If you have done that before, you see any article, any write-up, anything whatsoever, and you knew instantly that it was AI, please give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. So the same way you can tell an AI generated article is the same way other people can identify, AI generated articles. So you want to avoid that pitfall, because as a beginner, the minute you start giving off the vibe of somebody who always relies excessively on AI, then you have lost what is called credibility, and people will not even trust the skill that you claim you have. All right. So you want to avoid generic AI nuances. What are the AI nuances? Like dash. Now, I will not talk too much about this dash, but very quickly, when you see an AI article, it will always have this dash to separate words. Those are AI, those are the things that they train the AIs on. So you want to tell ChatGPT to avoid it. Instead, use commas. Now, this is top level prompt engineering that I'm giving you. All right, this is top level prompt engineering. So you are telling AI, don't use those your generic dashes that you use to separate words. Instead, use commas. Now, it's going to be more difficult for people to be able to tell that it was AI that generated those words, all right, or those posts. Now, instead, use commas, full stop. Now, a bit of context, for you to fully understand the project. I'm going to put a semicolon or a colon, then you provide ChatGPT with all the details about the project. What was the background? What were you trying to achieve with the project? What was the objective? All right. You can ask ChatGPT to create that for you. All right. Or you can create that yourself. But because it was you that worked on the project, you have an idea of what the project is about. And I have written that out. For the background, I'm going to copy this. And paste it for context. Now, people avoid this level of work because they are too lazy. But if you want to make the most of ChatGPT, you have to feed it with as much information, as much detail, so that it can generate something very tailored to your specific need. If not, AI is very generic. It will only work based on how it has been trained. But while you are prompting it like this, you are retraining it to answer to your specific need. All right. So I'm going to give it my background so that it understands the project I worked on. Also, I'm going to give it the project objectives. Oh, I'm not done with the background. So let me feed in more background. Let me feed in more background. And then I'm going to go to the objective of the project. I'm going to go to project objectives. I'm going to copy all the objectives I was trying to achieve with the project. Now you see I have a lot of context. Now, I have provided AI with everything that it needs to generate a very compelling, human-toned post that I can use on LinkedIn. But I will not stop there. Remember, I can be very extra. And we pay attention to all of these things here at Nebient Analytics, and that is why we use AI to the best of its abilities. Now, I will then say, make sure that the right hashtags are used. Now, why is it important for you to use hashtags? Now, people search for things using hashtags. For example, if I'm looking for a data analyst and I want somebody who made a post about their project, I just use the hashtag data visualization. And if I use that hashtag, it's going to return all the data visualization posts that has been made in the past. And if my post also has that hashtag, my post will be part of the posts that are shown. And that is how recruiters get to meet you online. All right. So that's why I'm instructing it. Make sure the right hashtags are used. All right. And also make sure that the right keywords are used. The right keywords are used. So hashtags, keywords, very important. Now, I have provided ChatGPT with as much context as possible. Guys, what do you think about my prompt? First of all, before I hit enter, what do you think about my prompt? Do you think it's too much? Do you think it's too little? Do you think it's helpful? Do you think it's not helpful? Before I hit enter, I want to get your take. What do you think about the prompt? Somebody said very detailed. Somebody said just okay. So that means it's not anything special, right? I'm sure that somebody like Excel Joy can come up with a better prompt. Fantastic. So somebody said I should copy and paste the prompt. So I'm going to copy and give you guys the prompt before I hit enter. Before I hit enter. So here is the prompt. Here is the prompt. Good. So you can copy that. Now, guys, now that I have the prompt, all I need to do is hit enter and watch AI do the magic. Watch AI do the magic. Watch AI do the magic. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, guys, let's go over this post together. And I'm going to show you some. Let me see some of the comments. The copy and paste of your prompt isn't complete. Isn't complete. Let me be sure of that. Oh, true. It truly isn't complete. All right, so let me just copy from here. Oh, so that's because there's a word count on Google Meet. So what I'll do again is I will include, now guys, I will include this prompt in my slides. So when I share these slides with you, it will also include the prompts. It will also include the prompt. So you want to make sure that you fill out the attendance form so that you get access to my slides and you get the full prompt. Fantastic. So let's look at the post that ChatGPT generated for me. Now it's saying transforming complaints into strategic insights. Now we can spend time reading it, but this is what I want you to pay attention to. Now it has given a background of the problem. Now, if you didn't provide all of those things, see all those things I copied from here. If you didn't provide it, there's no way it would have come up with this background. All right. So if it doesn't come up with the background, how will the recruiters know that you understood the problem you were trying to solve? It is with backgrounds like this that they know, oh, you actually know what you were trying to solve. And this is the dynamics from problem to solution. A lot of people just post dashboard. People just post dashboard report. But recruiters want to know how you think. your problem solving skills, how you're able to go from problem to solution. All right. Your post should also capture that. And that is how to grab attention. It's not enough to say you worked on a dashboard. Everybody works on dashboard. But make sure that your post also captures the fact that you started from a problem and you arrived at a solution. All right. And you arrived at a solution. Guys, if you can see my screen, please give me a thumbs up. Let me be sure that it's just that person. Fantastic. So what you want to do is maybe you want to leave the call and join immediately. That would help with the network. So now, as I was saying, you want to go from problem to solution, and this post captures that. Why? Because it says at Corner Solutions, a major telecom player, delivering exceptional service isn't just a goal, it's a daily challenge. What is that, guys? What is that? What is that? Who can tell me in the chat? What I just read out, what does that communicate? What does that communicate? Very quickly, guys. What does that communicate? Very quickly, guys. What does that communicate? Let me be sure you're following me. What I just read out, what does it communicate in the chat? Tell me in the chat, what does it communicate? All right, so the first line says, at Cornet Solutions, a major telecom player, delivering exceptional customer service isn't just a goal, it's also a daily challenge. So what does that first line communicate? What does it communicate, guys? About the project. What does it communicate about the project? It communicates the problem. So once a recruiter reads that, they see, oh, there was a problem. So now I'm interested in knowing how this person was able to solve this problem. Because guess what, guys? Chances are that they are also facing similar problems and they need problem solvers. All right. They need solution providers. Now, with thousands of complaints pouring in monthly through calls, stores, and social channels, the real test lies in how fast and effectively we respond and what we learned from it. That's where these dashboards come in. You have stated the problem, you now stated what you did to solve the problem. And what did you do? Using Power BI, I built a dynamic, insight-rich dashboard to help Cornet leadership answer key questions. Now I'm getting there, guys. I am getting there. I love that. I love that Deborah mentioned it. I love that Deborah mentioned it. Now I'm getting there. Now, these are the key questions that you answered. Are complaints rising in certain months, and are we resolving them fast enough? Which complaint types are draining our reports, our support resources? Who are our most demanding customers, and who are our top performing employees? Are there regions consistently underperforming in resolution rates? So these are some of the questions that you helped these businesses to answer. Guys, I want you to be genuine with me. Let's be real with ourselves. Would you have been able to come up with this by yourself? Tell me, would you have been able to come up with this by yourself? Exactly. But you can see how AI spoke to it, elicited an emotion. It elicited an emotion. A business is facing a problem. You, as the data analyst, you were able to identify key questions that can. Steve Abdul says, I'm sorry. Steve Abdul says yes, he would be able to come up with it, but maybe after 6 months. But you don't have 6 months. But I understood the humor there, Steve Abdul. But yeah, we can see the power of AI, right? So now you have stated the challenge, how you stepped in to solve that challenge, and how you solved the challenge. What did you do? And you said, here is what I focused on. A clean data model to support quick cross-filtering across type, time, and geography. What do you think that is doing? Remember our prompt. We instructed ChatGPT to ensure that the post reflects what? Reflects what, guys? Who can tell me? The post should reflect what? Who can tell me? We said the post must reflect what? Who remembers? If you guys remember, tell me. This line, a clean data model to support quick cross-filtering across type, time, and geography. It should reflect your deep understanding of Power BI and data analytics workflow. And the fact that if I'm hiring somebody and I see this post, I know instantly that this person has an idea of cross-filtering. Cross-filtering is a technique in Power BI that not everybody understands. But in this post, you have reflected that you are conscious of not the existence alone, but the power of what? Cross-filtering. All right. So you have also, if we keep going, guys, if we keep going, maybe I would also include, I'm not sure yet. So you want to probably stick around to find out. Maybe I would also take a screenshot of this post. All right. Maybe I can also take a screenshot of this post. All right. So that you can see the richness, the depth of Power BI's post. ChatGPT's post. But guys, what do you think about this post that ChatGPT generated for us? Do you think it is compelling? Do you think it is attention grabbing? Do you think it is powerful? Give me a thumbs up if you think that is. Yes, I would do that, Matthew. Let me know. What do you think about this post? Fantastic. Now, that is how to make a compelling post. Now, how I have drafted this post, all right? How I have drafted this post. Now, you think recruiters will not be able to be, they won't be patient enough. But somebody that has a problem, trust me, they are patient enough to go through anything that looks like a solution to their problem. But what they will not be patient enough to go through is if it's looking too generic, too AI-ish. They just look at it in the first few seconds, and nah, this one is AI. Nah, they just skip. But you started with something this profound that talks about the daily challenge of a business. And a recruiter that is also facing that kind of daily challenge in their own business, do you think they will not be patient enough to see, okay, where is this guy going with this? Because this is the kind of problem we're also facing. So I want to see where this ends so that I can see if this guy was able to come up with a solution, and that will give me an idea if this guy is able to also profile similar solution to us. Guys, what do you think? Am I making sense, or I'm making nonsense? Because I like the question that you asked, actually. Will recruiters be patient enough to go through this? But actually, they will be patient enough to go through anything that looks like a solution to their problem. And I'll give you a very good, relatable example. Now, you are working, for people that live in Lagos, you probably relate to this. So you're walking along Lagos streets and you see somebody dressing tattered, is dressing unkempt, is looking very unkempt, and he says, "Excuse me, my brother, I have something for you. Please give me 1 minute of your time. I want to tell you something." Guys, in 5 seconds, will you think twice before you keep moving? Will you think twice before you just move ahead? You know, this one just probably wants to beg. Now, compare that to somebody dressed in a good suit, hair looking really nice, has a briefcase, probably smells really nice, nice eyeglasses, looking fantastic, and he walks up to you and say, sorry, give me 1 second of your time. I just have a very quick question to ask you. Will you stay or not, despite how in a hurry you are? Will you stay to listen to the person or not? Tell me. Stay or not? Tell me stay if you will stay. Tell me not if you will keep working. Fantastic, right? So that is how it works. So a lot of times we hear that recruiters are not patient enough to go through stuff, but if you are valuable, that is what is attractive. And remember, the goal is to attract. So this is how to write a compelling post. And all you need to do now, but before you do anything else, go through the post. When you go through the post, you can then begin to make some corrections. For instance, remember, AI generic posts usually come with these dashes. Guys, can you see this dash? Can you see this dash? Give me a thumbs up if you can see the dash. Fantastic. So if you copy this post and take it to LinkedIn verbatim, despite how compelling, how human it sounds, this can be a turnoff to people that are really AI averse, people that really do not like people making posts with AI. So what I will do before I make this post is I'm going to change this hyphen. Now, it reduces the number of dash because you have instructed it, but AI cannot help it. It has to use dash. But if you did not include that in your prompt, you'll find dash everywhere in the post. For every 2 lines, you must put a dash. All right. So before you make this post, I will come here, remove this dash, and replace it with a what? Who can tell me? What do you think I should replace this with? What do you think I should replace this with? Tell me, guys, in the chat. Tell me. I will replace it with a comma. All right. So that way, it does not look anything like AI. Guys, have we learned something tonight? Have we learned something tonight? Give me a thumbs up if you have learned something tonight. Fantastic, fantastic. So I'm going to share the prompt and also the post that AI generated. Now, lastly, let me just show you. Remember, you ask it to use relevant hashtags. Look at all the hashtags that ChatGPT used. Very accurate. So if somebody is looking for a Power BI data analyst and just searches the hashtag Power BI, they will find your post. If somebody searches using the hashtag data analytics, they will find your post. If they look for, customer experience, they will find your post. Data visualization, they will find your post. Telecom, they will find your post. Business intelligence, they will find your post. All of these relevant hashtags, anyone they use to look for talent, they will find your post. So do you see the importance of using relevant hashtags now, guys? Do you see that now? Give me a thumbs up if you see the power of using relevant hashtags. Good. So this is how to leverage ChatGPT to make and edit a very compelling and a very attention-grabbing post. Guys, so I want to urge you to start giving as much detail to ChatGPT. All right. It starts with what? Envisioning the problem. Know what you want to achieve. And once you know what you want to achieve, then you can then instruct ChatGPT on how to solve your problem. And this exactly, let me go back to my slide. And this exactly is what we teach our students here at Navient Analytics. All right. And when you see our students make posts, you'll see something consistent about the post they make. And it is because we have taught them, we have schooled them in the act of leveraging AI to grab the attention of recruiters. And I'm going to be walking you through some more things that you can do to be the next person that would use AI and ChatGPT specifically to land a job. If that is what you are interested in, guys, give me a thumbs up. You're ready to land a job in 2025, leveraging AI. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me walk you through on how to position yourself just for that. Fantastic. I see a lot of thumbs up. Now, if you pay attention to what I said first, I said something very, very powerful. I said, as a beginner, and I want somebody to remind me, to prove to me that you guys are following me. As a beginner, what should your post focus on? As a beginner, what should your post focus on? Put that in the chat. What should your post focus on as a beginner? You're just starting out in tech. What should your post focus on? What about the emojis added by ChatGPT? I'm going to answer that. Fantastic question. So some people are saying you should focus on your project. Fantastic. What you have done. Fantastic. Your experiences are not motivational speeches. Fantastic. It should focus on what you have done or what you want to do. Fantastic. This is my first time. I don't really know which area to run with. I'm going to provide as much clarity in that regard. Fantastic. You guys are following me. So from everything that we've said, one thing is clear. Before you can even leverage AI to land a job, it means that you must have a skill that you are using to build projects. Yes or yes, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Give me a thumbs down. No. All right? If you want to build a project, that means you have a skill. All right? If you don't have a skill, there's nothing you want to build a project off of. So that is why my recommendation number one in positioning yourself to leverage LinkedIn. If you want to position yourself to leverage LinkedIn to land high-paying tech jobs, what you need to do, rule number one is to what? Learn a viable tech skill. Rule number one is what? Learn a viable tech skill. Guys, what is rule number one? Remind me in the chat. I want to be sure you are following me because I want you to land your next tech job in 2025. It is still very achievable. So I want to be sure that you're really following me. What is rule number one? Put it in the chat. I know you can see it, but still put it in the chat. Keep telling yourself, learn a viable tech skill. Fantastic. Fantastic. So what you want to do in order to be able to still land a tech role in 2025 is that you want to learn not just any tech skill, but a viable one. And what defines a viable tech skill? A viable tech skill is a skill that you gain not just for knowledge alone, but also to be able to use that knowledge to make a living. And not just any living, a comfortable living. So you want to learn a viable tech skill that can afford you the opportunity to land a job. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong. Everybody just wants to get into tech, but not all tech roles are viable in the shortest run, especially as Africans. All right. But don't worry, we have helped you to identify viable tech skills. So as an African, you want to focus on tech career paths that can help you to transition fast and easily. Something you can learn fast and transition into the role easily. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense to you? Focus on career paths that you can learn fast. You don't want to spend 2 years learning something and not get a job. All right. You want to focus on a tech career path that can help you to transition fast and easily. And we have identified 3 career paths that meet this criteria of transitioning fast and easily, especially as Africans. And they are data analytics, data science, and business analysis. So if you're looking to get into tech fast and easily, you don't want to spend years learning and years looking for a job. All right. Product management. Product management takes a lot of previous experience. You don't just get into product management as a newbie. All right, it's going to rely on a lot of, because it's a managerial role. You are literally responsible for ensuring that a product thrives. All right, from building to marketing. All right, from building to marketing. So we're going to get into the reasons why we've said these three career paths are the best to focus on, especially as Africans. So you don't need to do any research on, oh, what career path do I need to get into as an African that will help me to get a job fast and easily. We have done the research for you. And based on not just our research, all right, based on the research of professionals around the world, these three career paths have been identified as key career paths that help people transition fast and easy. Now, you might be asking me, why did we say you should focus on this career path? Number one is because it is easy to learn. Data analytics, data science, and business analysis are very easy to learn. They don't take too much of effort to learn. This is not to say, now guys, please listen carefully. I don't want to mislead you, because I want you guys to be able to maximize this session tonight. I'm not saying that you just need to sleep and wake up and you become a data analyst. No, you will have to learn. You will have to put in the work. But the level of work you will have to put in compared to other tech career paths is minimal. Why? Because these are things that you can relate to. And you see it when I get into the details of data analysis, data science, and business analysis. In fact, project management, you will see very shortly that project management is wrapped within business analysis. I'm going to share that with you. All right. I'm going to share that with you. So it is easy to learn. Another reason why we are recommending these three career paths is because they are easy to transition into. All right, you can easily get a job in any of these three career paths compared to other career paths. So if you're looking to get into tech fast and easily, data analysis, data science, and business analysis. And the last reason why we strongly recommend any of these three career paths is because they have great salary projections. All right, the monetary benefits of getting into these three career paths is very, very attractive. All right, and don't take my word for it. I usually tell people, don't believe me when it comes to this topic. Don't believe me. You go by yourself and go to Glassdoor. If you're familiar with Glassdoor, you know that Glassdoor is the official salary review sites of the world. Anybody looking to understand salary structure of some roles, Glassdoor is the website they go to. So you go on Glassdoor, just search for average salary of a data analyst. In fact, let's take it down a little. Don't do of a data analyst. Do average salary of a, in fact, if anybody can do that for me on the call, I will appreciate. Go on Glassdoor right now. Just go to glassdoor.com, www.glassdoor.com, and search for the average salary of a junior data analyst, not just any data analyst, a beginner, somebody just starting out, no prior experience. Average salary of a junior data analyst. Come and paste your search results in the chat. Tell us, we want to know, what is the average salary of a junior data analyst? You can also search for a junior data scientist, also search for a junior business analyst, and tell me what you find. I won't be the one to tell you. You just tell me what you find, and you will see why we say that these three career paths have great salary projection. Guys, are you still following me? If you're still following me, if you are still together, give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. So, guys, are we aligned on the career paths to choose? Are we aligned on the career paths to choose if you want to get into tech fast? All right. Fantastic, Sarah. I'm going to get into that. Now, you might be wondering, what do you need to become any of these three career paths. So I'm going to be walking you through the difference between a data analyst, a data scientist, and a business analyst. Guys, are you ready to know? I'm going to walk through that in the next few seconds, in the next few minutes, rather, not seconds. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Fantastic. Now, to become a data analyst, your job as a data analyst will be to help businesses uncover patterns and then report your findings to these businesses. All right. Businesses record their transactions, they have data, they store their data, and they want to know what has been happening in their business. Which months do they usually make the most sales? Which day of the week do customers really ask for their product the most? So your job is going to be to get into that data, investigate these things, find the answers to these questions from the data. And once you find the answer, you then go back to report your findings to the business owners. So you are literally a data storyteller. So as a data analyst, you are a storyteller. You found out that, oh, on Mondays, our orders usually decline because people don't usually buy so much on Mondays because they are either at work or trying to figure out their week. And now that you found out that business don't really move on Mondays, going forward, your organization will not stock so much on Mondays. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense? Fantastic. So that is the job of a data analyst. You are a storyteller helping businesses to uncover hidden insights in their data so that they can use those information, those insights to make decisions that would improve their business. All right. And what do you need to learn data analysis? You just need to learn the basics. And not everybody will take you through this route. Some people will take you straight to the tools. But if you want to succeed, don't go to the tools first. Don't jump to the tools. Start by learning the basics of data analysis. And that is how we teach the program here at Nebient Analytics. We will take you through the basics. We won't assume that you know. We would start with you from the scratch. In fact, we are going to assume that you've never heard of the word data before in your life. And we're going to treat you as people that have never heard data. The only data you know is the one you do on your phone. But when it comes to analyzing data, we assume that you don't know anything. And we are going to start from the scratch. So we're going to take you through the basics. And once we are done and you understand the basics, we'll now start teaching you the tools that you need to be able to help businesses analyze their data, to uncover insights, and to report those insights. And some of the tools include Microsoft Excel, SQL for database management, Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, and ChatGPT. So data analyst enthusiasts in the house, do you know what your future job looks like now? Give me a thumbs up if that's a yes. If you've been looking to get into data analysis, do you have a better understanding of what you're going to be doing now? Beautiful. Now, let me move away from you guys a little and speak to people that have been thinking about data science. Now, for data scientists, your own job will focus on helping businesses predict future outcomes. Sometimes businesses want to have an insight into what is going to happen in the future so that they can prepare for it. Let me give you a very good example. I'm very sure everybody on this call, we have mobile phones. I am very sure in fact, I can bet anything on that. Now, I'm sure some of us on our mobile phones, we have weather prediction apps. Weather prediction apps. If you have a weather prediction app on your phone, give me a thumbs up. On your phone, you have seen an app that tells you, oh, tomorrow is going to rain. Expect a stormy weather tomorrow by 2 p.m. Now, the question I want to ask you is this: how do you think these people know that it's going to rain on a particular day when we are not even in that day? Now, what they did was to do what is called predictive analytics. All right. They built what is called a predictive model. Now, most businesses also build this kind of predictive models so that they can know what is likely to happen in the future so that they can prepare for it. Let's go back to our rain analogy. If you have used your weather app and it told you that tomorrow is going to rain by 10 a.m. Guys, if you are going out tomorrow, what do you think you will do? What do you think you will do? Tell me in the chat. Your weather app has told you that it's going to rain, is likely to rain by 10 a.m. the next day. What would you do as somebody going out the next day? What do you think you would do? I don't want to tell you. I want you to give me the answer by yourself. What would you do? Your weather app has told you that it's going to rain the next day. What would you do? Fantastic. Fantastic. Somebody said she would or he would go out with an umbrella. Essential says umbrella in my bag. Cornelius says go out with umbrella. Everybody is saying umbrella. Oh, Matthew, I like that. Matthew is different. Matthew is saying he will go out with a raincoat. I love that. Now, fantastic, Daniel. Daniel says maybe postpone it. Maybe postpone it. Now, businesses also love to empower themselves with this kind of decisions. For instance, if they build a predictive model that predicts that by December, the profits they will make, and I'm going to give you a very relatable example now. If they have built a predictive model that says that by December, they would make a profit of $1 million. And their target is $10 million. The target of the business is to make a profit of $10 million. But their data scientist was able to build a predictive model that predicts that by that December, they would only have been able to make $1 million in profit. Do you think the business will be preparing for bonuses? Do you think the business will be preparing for bonuses or staff end of the year party? Do you think that will be part of their yearly plan? Tell me in chat. Do you think it will be part of their yearly plan when their target is to make $10 million, but their predictive model suggests that they would only be able to make 1 out of the 10? Do you think that, knowing that, with that information, do you think they would include end of the year bonus or end of the year party in their fiscal plan? Tell me, yes or no. They would want to, in fact, exactly. You are very, very corrected them. They would want to drop people so that they don't incur more cost that they can handle. So that is how businesses prepare. All right. That's how they prepare and plan their calendar based on predictive models that have been built. But imagine, let's turn the tide now. Let's imagine that they've never done end of the year party. They've never done anything like end of the year bonuses, and they discover that their staff are not happy. They discover that people are not really giving in their best, and they are looking for ways to motivate their staff members. And their data scientists predicted that by the end of December, they would have been able to make $12 million. What do you think you would do if you are the CEO of that kind of company? What do you think you would do? Tell me. What do you think you would do with that information that your data scientist has given you? What do you think you're going to do? I'm not going to give anybody any answer tonight. We are going to interact and learn from each other. So tell me, what would you do as the CEO to motivate your staff, and you know that you would have surpassed your targets by the end of the year? So what would you do as the CEO? Who wants to tell me? Increase salaries, provide bonuses and stipends. Fantastic. Fantastic. Who else wants to go? I want to see more. I want to see, maybe Edem is a nice boss. Oh, Matthew is also a nice boss. Matthew would also give them bonuses. We have a lot of nice bosses, provide good incentives. Now, they are only able to make that decision because of what? Guys, tell me, how are they able to make that decision from the beginning of the year to include bonuses as part of their plan for the year? How are they able to make that decision? Because of predictive analytics, due to predictive analysis. Fantastic. Now, that is the job of a data scientist. And for you to become a data scientist, the Nebiant way, I'm giving you the Nebiant way. If you want to succeed, if you don't just want to be like every other data scientist out there, you need to start from the basics. All right. So we take our students through introduction to data sciences. Right. So we're going to introduce you to the wonderful world of data science. All right. We'll teach you the basics right from predictive analysis, what it is, what it helps businesses do, how businesses leverage it. They will take you through the basic of statistics, the basics of, predictive analytics. And once you are grounded in the basics, we'll then take you through all the tools you need to succeed as a data scientist. And that includes Excel, it includes SQL databases, it includes Tableau for reporting your predictions. It includes Python because you're going to be building those predictive models using programming language. And Python is the best programming language in the market right now. So we're going to teach you Python. We're also going to teach you GitHub for collaborating with other technical team members in your organization. Then we are not going to leave ChatGPT out. We're also going to teach you how to leverage AI to improve your workflow as a data scientist. So for people that have been thinking of data sciences before, or even everybody, do you now know the job and how to go about data science? Now, give me a thumbs up if you're clear on the workflow of a data scientist and how to become a data scientist. Fantastic. Am I doing a great job, guys? Am I doing a great job? Are you getting value for your time? Fantastic, fantastic. Awesome. So the last one, and somebody also asked this, business analysis. If I want to get into business analysis, what will I be doing? All right, what will I be doing and how do I get into it? It's very simple. For you to get into business analysis, your job really would be about managing a business. You're literally the life of the business. You're going to be mediating between business owners and the people that get the job done. So there are usually two divides. On the one hand of the divide, you have the owner of the business who has no technical background. He does not know what to do in terms of technicalities to be able to build his business. So he needs some technical team members like software engineers, data scientists, data analysts, software architects, DevOps guys. It needs those people to be able to build the architecture that the business will drive on. But the problem with these technical people is they don't have business acumen. They don't know anything about profits. They don't know whether the product they are building will drive profit or not. Their own is just to build digital solutions. Their own is to build technical solutions. And they don't want to have any headache about profits, whether what they are building is optimal enough, whether it's good, whether it's even improving the business or not. Their own is just build. Whereas the other person who is the business owner, all he cares about is profit. He does not know how to build anything. So there's now a clash between these two people. The business owner does not have the technical skills to drive the business. The technical people that have the technical skills do not have the business acumen to also drive the business. So that means there needs to be somebody who has a bit of both worlds, that understands the business side of things and also understands the technical side of things, that can communicate efficiently between the business owner and the technical team people. So he would handle the project, and that's why I said project management is embedded within the world of business analysis, because you'll be in charge of managing every project in that organization that has to do with technical people and the business owners. You'll be intermediating between these two people to ensure that the project is a success. So you need to understand what makes a business successful, both from the technical point of view and also from the business point of view. And that is how you would equip yourself to be a successful business analyst. Do we understand, guys? Do we understand? Do we understand the wonderful world of business analysis? Do we understand, guys? Do we understand? If you understand, please give me a thumbs up. All right, fantastic. So that is business analysis. So a business analysis is literally a middleman between the business owner and the technical team. And his job is just to ensure that the business succeeds. All the projects that it takes for the business to succeed, he supervises it from a technical angle and also from a business angle for success to be achieved. Now, for you to become a business analyst, what you need is, first of all, remember, everything I'm teaching here, I'm teaching it the Nebbiant way. If you go outside there, they'll just get you straight into the tools. Oh, for you to be a business analysis expert, learn Excel, learn this, but you will fail before you even start. Because a tool is as powerful as the person using it. All right. If you give a dog Microsoft Excel, it's still a tool. Microsoft Excel is still powerful, but because it's in the hand of a dog just wants to eat bone. It doesn't care about the advanced formulas you are feeding it. It doesn't care. It just wants to eat bone. So Excel in the hands of a dog is still Excel in the hands of a powerful expert. So that's why I would always recommend, don't jump to learn the tools. Ground yourself in the basics first. And that's what we do here at Nebbiant Analytics. We'll ground our students in the basics first before we move forward to now equipping them with the tools. So what are the basics? You will learn introduction to business analysis. You will learn what makes a business thrive, the entire business life cycle. All right. And then you then learn the tools to make a business analysis project successful, like Excel, all right, like Power BI, like SQL. You also learn the concept of software development lifecycle. In case you're working with software engineers and they tell you, oh, once I start with the prototype, then I'm going to build the high fidelity wireframe. And once I'm done with the high fidelity wireframe, I'm going to integrate that with the low fidelity wireframe. Then I'm going to call the API to fetch data from the RESTful API. If you are not grounded in all of those things, you would not know how to oversee the project. Yes or yes, guys? What do you think? You're working with a technical person and you don't even understand the technical dynamics. So you're going to drown. So because we know that for you to be successful, you need to be grounded in these things. So we're going to take you through it. You're going to learn things like gap analysis, process mapping, agile methodology, and how to document a product requirement document. It's called a PRD. A PRD is a very essential business document, and we're going to teach you how to create it. All right. So once you've learned all of that, you're also going to learn some extra tools like Jira, like Azure DevOps, like Draw.io, a lot of these tools to make an efficient business analyst. So if you've been thinking of business analysis, I hope you understand what your future job looks like. If you understand, please give me a thumbs up. You understand the wonderful world of business analysis. Fantastic. So now that we know that, guys, I have one question for you. What tech career path will you choose out of the ones that I've mentioned? Which one resonates more with you? Type it in the chat. Which one do you want to pursue right here and right now? Which one? do you want to pursue? Put it in the chat. Fantastic, Abraham. Data science. Abraham wants to be able to help businesses predict future outcome. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. A lot of you guys want to take my job? I see a lot of data analysts. I see a lot of people coming for my job, but don't worry, the sky is wide enough for people to succeed. All right, data. In fact, I think everybody on the call wants to be a data analyst. Fantastic. Data analytics, data analytics. Go. Now, you can become a data analyst, and I'm going to walk you through how to do that, leveraging the Nebient strategy. And this is everything, all right, that you need to do. You will think that is all, but in terms of the skill, that is what you need to do. But remember, after learning the skill, you need to also position yourself on LinkedIn, right? So once you do that, then start building projects, because now Nebient has equipped you with the skills. Now you are now empowered to start building projects. And by the time you build one project, remember what we did when we started. Once you build that project, feed it to ChatGPT, tell it to generate a post for you, make the post on LinkedIn. All right, make the poll. What are the employment rates? In fact, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm going to demonstrate it to you. All right, I'm going to demonstrate it to you. So just stick around. I'm going to show you the opportunities that are bound in this field. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to use my mouth to tell you. So guys, remember, rule number 1 is learn a viable skill. Rule number 2, after learning these skills, what you want to do is to start building real-world projects so that you can showcase them to recruiters on LinkedIn. Did we get that, guys? Are we aligned on that? So these are the things that you need to start doing differently. When building a project, are we going to work on existing data sets? I don't know what you mean by existing data sets, but we'll get to that. I will answer your question. So, and once you do that, make sure you make a lot of noise on LinkedIn. Remember, this is not the time for you to start making motivational posts. Make a lot of noise about what you are doing, your project. Talk about it. Talk about it, right? So, guys, are we good? Who wants to recap? Rule number 1, rule number 2. Recap in the chat before we go. Recap in the chat. If you want to leverage AI to land a job, 2 things. Rule number 1, give me. Rule number 2, give me. I'm waiting. I want to be sure that you're following me. Rule number 1, rule number 2. Very quickly, guys. Very quickly. I'm waiting in the chat. I want to be sure that you are following me and I'm not just speaking to myself. Learn a viable tech skill. Fantastic. Fantastic. You guys are following me. So let's go. Rule number 2. After learning the skills, what's next? After learning the skills, what is next? So you have learned a viable tech skill. What do you do next? Build real world projects. Fantastic. You guys are really following me. Build real world projects. Build real world projects. Fantastic. In fact, let me give you guys your flowers. You guys have done amazingly well. So now you are better positioned to land jobs. And once you have projects, guys, tell me, once you have projects that you have built after learning the skill, what should you start doing? Once you have a project or once you have a series of projects that you worked on, God bless you, Sarah. God bless you. God bless you, Edem. Make noise on LinkedIn. I want you to make noise. Make noise on LinkedIn. Post on LinkedIn. You work on dashboard A, post it. Dashboard B, post it. It's not your project is not for your personal consumption. It's to show off your skills. Show off your skills. Let people know you are skillful. All right. And guys, guess what? This is exactly how we equip our students here at Nebient Analytics. This is exactly What I'm telling you right now is exactly what we teach our students every day, and they use it to land jobs every other day. And this is a story of Ugochi. Guys, I want us to pay attention. I want to share the story of people that have done it before and have used it to win, so that you can also see that you can also do it and use it to win. This is a story of Ugochi. Ugochi was out of the corporate space for a while. You know, she was getting into the motherhood phase, right? So she was out of corporate space, she wasn't working, and she decided that she wants to get back into the workforce. But she didn't want to start all over again. She didn't want to do what she has been doing. She wanted a skill that can help her manage both financially and also as a mother. She didn't want to leave her children at home to now start, you know, jumping bus to get to work or dealing with Lagos traffic. She wanted to do something differently. And what did she do? Ugochi joined Navient Analytics. She joined our business analysis program in February this year. No, I don't mean last year. She joined our program in February this year. Guys, guess what? June 2025, just 1 month after our training ended, she got a business analyst role at Marite Consulting just in 4 months. She joined in February, and in June, Ugochi is already a business analyst at Marite Consulting. And this is her profile here. You can connect with Ugochi on LinkedIn. You can connect with her. If you get this slide, all you need to do is click on Ugochi's profile, get to see where she currently works, and that would inspire you to tell you, it will prove to you that if Ugochi can do it, you also can do it. As at January, Ugochi was just somebody who's trying to navigate life. But now, Ugochi is a business analyst for a leading consulting firm, right? And that is the story of Ugochi. I don't want to spend too much time talking about a lot of these guys. I'm more interested in you. But let me walk you through also the story of Mary. And I wish I could play Mary's testimonial video here. But when we send you this slide, you can actually play the video by clicking on this link. Once you click on this link, it will take you to Mary's story. You can learn from Mary's story. So what did Mary do? She was just scrolling through Instagram one day, and she saw a Navient ad. She saw our offerings, and she saw that it matched her needs at the time. She was looking for remote work, and she saw our ad talking about learning tech skill, and you can start working remotely. And she joined our program in December 2024, actually. So Mary joined our program in 2024, last year, December, not January. She joined December, and in May 2025, she got an internship role, a paid internship role at a foundation in Ghana called Soronko Foundation in Ghana. After her internship, she got another paid 6-month contract role with long contract to follow, meaning that once she's done with the initial 6-month contract role, they are going to renew a contract. And Mary told us in this video, you're going to hear her speak when you play the video, that what really got her the job, what did it for her, was the CV that we helped her to craft. All right. And that's another benefit of being a Navient student. We are going to help you to craft a job matching CV. A lot of people make the mistake of applying to jobs with the same CV every time. No, don't do that. If you've been doing that before, stop doing that. Make sure every CV you are sending out is tailored specifically to the job that you're applying to. And you can also use AI. All right. You can also use AI, and that's what we teach. All right. In fact, there's an ongoing AI job matching training, extra training apart from the regular job AI job matching training in the program. There's a special one that is currently ongoing with our chief operating officer. All right. So those are some of the advantages that you can leverage to empower yourself. So she used our CV format. She applied to the job. She got it, right? And in fact, her story is very compelling because she said I think about 3,000 people applied to the job and they only took 2. and they took someone that just started learning in December 2024. All right, so if Mary can do it, absolutely nothing is stopping you from also getting into tech before the end of 2025. We have a lot of these people. We also have Oluwaseun. In fact, Oluwaseun is now like a leading business analyst. Is an identified, globally reckoned business analyst. Is a top voice. And if you're on LinkedIn, you know what it means to be a top voice. There's a top voice badge that people who have a leading voice in their field usually have. Oluwaseun, as a student, had that top voice badge, right? He previously worked in a microfinance bank as a risk officer, but he met our COO, all right, at an event in August 2024, and they had a conversation around what he can do differently, and our COO advised him to join Nebians, learn a viable skill that can empower him to be more and to do more. And that was how we joined. And Oluwaseun has since then gotten several contract business analyst roles. He now works with your innovation plug as a business analyst since March. All right. And remember, he joined our program in August 2024. And since then, he has been getting several gigs, and he currently works as a full-time business analyst, somebody that was working as a risk officer before. You know how the salary can be. I don't know about risk officer roles in microfinance banks abroad, but for a Nigerian microfinance bank, we can tell what the salary structure is like. But because of somebody's decision to empower themselves, now is a business analyst working remotely. Now, these videos are here for you. The videos are not for me. So when we send you these slides, go through the videos and you will hear the stories of these people. All right. Now we have so much more people that follow this framework. Learn a viable skill, build projects, and make a lot of noise on LinkedIn. This is what these people did. All right. This is what these people did. In fact, Lebura categorically mentioned in this video how she got her first job as a data analyst. She worked on a project, and this is a project that she worked on. Can you see, how many of you can see this tiny picture down here of this dashboard, this Excel dashboard? This was what Lebura actually worked on. It wasn't like she did something extra. She just worked on a project. She worked on a project and she posted that project on LinkedIn, and she got a DM from a recruiter on LinkedIn. The person liked the project and onboarded her, had conversations on the project they were working on, and they wanted to bring her in as the data analyst on that job. And that was how she got her first data analysis job. Somebody that was a teacher. All right. She was a mathematics teacher, and from a mathematics teacher, she's now a data analyst. We also have the story of Grace. All right. We also have the story of Grace, who currently works as an application support engineer. All right. After passing through data analytics. So we have a lot of these people, and we are leaving this people's story for you to go through, to remind you that if some people have done it before, it means that it is not impossible for you to achieve. The only limitation you have is you. Nobody can limit you. All right. In fact, where you currently are right now is as a result of you. You helped yourself to this place. All right. But you can do so much more by deciding to even upskill further. All right. So we have a lot of these stories for you to go through. All right. And we don't want to bore you with stories of other people. My major focus is how can you be the next person sharing the story. But other things that we do for these people, all right, that empowers them even further, all right, outside the training, outside the technical skills, we also empower them with more. All right. There's more that we empower our students with, and it includes our Nebiant extra layered career support. Now, this is the employability part of our training. All right. We're going to train you on the job to get the skills. We're going to teach you how to leverage LinkedIn, but that is not enough to get you the job. You need to be employable. There are some employability skills that you need to have an advantage over others who just have the skills. All right. So, what are our employability support that we give to our students that make them get jobs? Number one is the fact that you have lifetime interview preparation. All right. So for every interview that you get, after you've gotten the interview, we are going to prepare you for the interview. All right. So you will never get into an interview without us, first of all, preparing you for it, so that your chances of landing the job is even higher. So, and that is lifetime, meaning that even after your program with us, you still have more interviews. You have interview on Monday, you have interview on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday. We are going to prepare you for each of those interviews. We are not going to say, oh, we already prepared you for the interview on Monday, you are good for that. Now, we're not going to do that because the job description for the different jobs are different. So we're going to prepare you specifically for that job interview, and that is lifetime. All right. And apart from that, you also have lifetime access to all your training materials. So all the training materials that you use in your training program, because you would need to go back to them sometimes. You're not just learning for the sake of knowledge, you're learning for the sake of the job. So it's also possible that you encounter some problems on the job when you finally got in a job, and you need to remind yourself of some things you had learned in class. You have lifetime access to all your training materials. All right. Now, as if that is not enough, you also have lifetime access to recommendation letters. All right. You also have lifetime access to recommendation letters, meaning that when you get a job and you need recommendation, we would also recommend you for the job. We did it for Ellen. Ellen got a job and she was asked to present recommendation from a previous employer, and we wrote a recommendation letter for Ellen. And last but not the least, one of the extra source that we add to our training program to make it super efficient, and which explains why our students keep getting jobs back to back, is our lifetime alumni mentorship. All right. Now, why is this important? The fact that you are done with your program does not mean you are done with Nebiant. Our goal is not just to train you. Our goal is to equip you to land a job. And that is why even if you're done with your program, we come into regular sessions where we bring in experts from around the world to come and provide you with insights. How do you apply to jobs? How do you apply to jobs? How do you position yourself to jobs? How do you position yourself for opportunities? Mistakes that they've made that you can avoid to land jobs or to increase your chances of landing jobs. You have lifetime access to that. All right. So it's a periodic session where we bring in experts, people that are working in the field, to come and guide you, to come and mentor you. You can ask questions, and there's no way you put all of these supports together and you are not better positioned to land jobs. So if that is what you're looking to achieve before the end of 2025, I would urge you to take advantage of all of these packages that we have for you. All right. So very quick question. You've seen what you can do to position yourself for jobs. You've seen how other people have done it. You've seen the story of Esther, the story of Lebura, the story of everybody that I've shared with you. Now, we have a lot more testimonials to share. This is the story of Amaka. Amaka currently works in the US. We have a lot of, in fact, I might have been tempted to share these stories, but I feel like you are going to have access to it. So would you be interested in listening to other people share their own testimonials, or you want to be the one to share the next testimonial? So which ride do you want to be on? The one that hears other people's testimonials, or the one that is sharing their own testimonial? So tell me in the chat, which one do you want to be? Do you want to hear more testimonials, or you want to hear how you can join our next class, how we can empower you so that you are the one now sharing your testimonial? So tell me, which one do you want? If you want me to go on with testimonials, I can go on. If you want me to share how to join our class, I'll be more than happy to share. So guys, let's have it in the chat. Which one do you want me to proceed with? You want more testimonials, or how to join the next class? More testimonials, or how to join the next class? You guys are not giving me enough. I'm seeing only 5 thereabouts. Maybe I should go on with testimonials. I can actually go on with more testimonials. You hear how fantastic. So now, how do you join our next class? And good news for you, our next class is starting on the 9th of August. All right. So a new cohort is starting on the 9th of August. Fantastic. Uzoma wants to share our own testimonial next, and that is very possible. So our next cohort is starting on the 9th of August. All right. And it's a 4-month journey. All right. It's a 4-month journey. So if you want to join our program, prepare your mind for a full 4 months of an immersive experience. And it is 100% online, meaning that it is flexible. All right. It is 100% online because we're trying to train you to be able to be super effective at remote jobs. All right. So we're going to train you on how to get jobs, how to succeed in the remote world. And for 4 months, you're going to be fully immersed in the learning journey. All right. So it's 3 months of learning, but after your 3 months of training, you're then going to get 1 month of internship. Let me take that again. The 4-month journey runs like this: 3 months of learning, and then 1 month of internship. Let me be sure that you got that. Give me a thumbs up if you already have an idea of what your learning journey is going to look like if you decide to sign up for our training program. Fantastic. So that means you have access to 1 month of internship. All right. Fantastic. So how do our class run? Runs on Saturdays. All right. So it's instructor led, meaning that you are going to have an instructor live in class with you. It's not going to be just you watching videos all the time. You're going to have a live person with you, share their screen, guide you on how to build projects. And before you are done with your program, you already have a plethora of projects that you can make noise about on LinkedIn. Remember, the key is to make noise. So your program is structured in such a way that every week on week, you're building different projects. And that is what you come into class to do every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. And it's for 3 hours, and it is instructor led. All right. But to prepare you for that class on Saturday, on Sundays, every Sunday, we will release a set of instructional videos called DID videos. That's where you get to learn the basics. You see all those basics we're talking about. You learn the basics. They walk you through everything you need to know before you get into class on Saturday. So those videos are very important for you to have a full grasp of what you're going to be achieving on Saturday, so that when you then get to class on Saturday, you then apply everything you've been learning under the guidance of your instructor, build a real world project, a project that is relevant to real world realities. All right. And then on Tuesdays, we have a session called technical support sessions. That's where you get to tackle all the difficult challenges that you run through the entire week. All right. Your instructor is going to, provide clarity. All your questions are going to be answered. You're going to gain more, more skills from solving the problem. That's why you gain problem solving skills, troubleshooting skills. Oh, I ran this code, it didn't run. Oh, this was what you did differently. This session is specifically tailored to that. This does not mean that you only have access to resolving technical challenges only on Tuesdays. No, it only means that this Tuesday session is specifically for that. But every other day, you have access to your facilitators. If you run into challenges, you can always reach out to your facilitators and they will provide guidance for you. And then remember, we said throughout your program, we are going to mentor and guide you. We're going to bring experts into sessions to guide and mentor you. That session holds every Thursdays. So every Thursday, you're going to get access to a mentor who is going to guide you, mentor you. You can ask questions, you can learn from their mistakes throughout your program. And remember, even after your program, you have lifetime alumni mentorship. So meaning that even after your program, you're still going to be mentored by your mentor. All right. Does that sound interesting to you guys? Does that seem like a fully immersive experience? What do you think? Fantastic. So that's what your learning journey is going to look like. And if you want to see the full course brochure, right, you want to see everything that I've mentioned so far: data analyst, what will you learn? Data scientist, what will you learn? Business analysis, what will you learn? I've already mentioned that, but you can also click on this link if you want to see that again. Full copy of the brochure, you can click on this link and you will see the full brochure. But for the program, all right, for the program, oh, you have seen the slide, so let me just show you. So for the program, I wanted to talk about fee before, but then this slide came up. Now, this is just a special extra package that we have for people that are going to sign up tonight, people that want to take advantage, because we have a discount offering currently running. All right. When we get to the pricing, you see how much the standard fee is. And because we are currently running a discount initiative for people that want to take advantage of that discount, all right, they will join an exclusive AI CV and job description matching class. That's before your program starts. Before your program starts, your CV is already being taken care of. Other things you can do with AI free of charge. Does not mean because it's an extra class you pay extra fee. No, it's because you have already taken advantage of the discount. You have signed up for the program. You are already a Nebiant family member. All right. So you're going to have automatic access to that offering. All right. So now, how about the program? How do you gain access to the program? So the standard fee of the program is actually 350,000 naira. But give me a second, right? Remember, we are running a discount. So that means if you're on this call, the fact that you're on this call means that you are not paying 350,000 naira. So this is the standard fee. But we are running a discount that allows you not to pay this 350,000, but a discounted amount of 250,000 naira. So if you're on this call and you want to take advantage of the discount, all right, 250,000 naira is the amount you're going to pay. All right. So that is the discounted fee for the program. Guys, did we get that? Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Fantastic. So if you're on the call, you want to take advantage of this discount. Instead of paying 350,000 naira, make sure that you don't miss out on this discount. All right. Make sure you don't miss out on this discount. And remember, once you take advantage of the discount, you automatically have access to the extra session with our Chief Operating Officer that will be hosted tomorrow, all right, by tomorrow. So 250,000 naira discounted amount. And guys, guess what? You can pay that in installments, all right? We have an installment plan that you can take advantage of. So you don't have to actually even pay the entire 250,000 naira. That's another thing. You don't have to pay the entire 250,000 naira tonight. So you on the call, you want to take advantage of the 250,000 naira discount, you can even pay that in installments. All right, we have a 3 installments plan available for anybody that wants to take advantage of the discount. And how does the discount run? How does the installment run? It's very simple. For you to gain access to the class, you start with an initial first installment of 85,000 naira. All right, 85,000 naira to start with the class. So with 85,000 naira, you automatically gain access to the class. All right, you automatically gain access to the class. All right, that's your first installment. Then 1 month after that, you have an entire 1 month to complete the second installment. So you pay 85,000 naira to gain access to the program. Then 1 month after that, another 85,000 naira as your second installment. And then 1 month after the second installment, meaning 2 months after the first installment, and you then balance off with your third installment of 80,000 naira. And that makes paying for your program a very easy and seamless experience. So if you want to take advantage of that tonight, all you need is to commit with the first installment of 85,000 naira, and you're on the call tonight. Even the 85,000 naira, you cannot get it completely. All right, you cannot get it completely, but you don't want to miss out on the discount that is currently running. You can secure a seat for the discount, all right, with a part of the first installment, meaning that you also have the room to split the first installment. Program is starting by August. Does not mean you have to wait till August to pay 350,000, because the discount is running just for this night. All right, we're only making room for that discounted slot for this night. The fact that you don't have 250,000 this night or 85,000 naira this night does not mean you have to miss out on the discount. All right, so we've created room for people who would like to take advantage of the discount to still be able to do so, even if they can't get the entire first installment tonight. So all you need to do is secure your seat with part of the first installment with just 30,000 naira. So you make a part payment of 30,000 naira, you have automatically secured the discount. And all you need to do is complete the first installment before August, and then you gain access into the class. And then complete the second installment 1 month after, and the third installment 2 months after. Is the payment structure very clear, guys? Is the payment structure clear? I want to be sure that I communicated this appropriately to you guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. So that is all you need to do to start your training program and watch yourself transform your journey. Now you're going to equip yourself with technical skills. Now you have a skill. You're not just somebody who is just there. Now you have a tech skill. And you are also going to be equipped to build projects, and you're going to be guided on how to showcase those projects on LinkedIn. So I want to ask you, if you want to take advantage of the discount tonight, please signify. I want to know, because I want to focus on those set of people. Fantastic. Uzoma. Good. So all you need to do is make a direct transfer to the account on your screen. You can see it on your screen, of 30,000 naira if you can't get the 85,000. But if you can get the 85,000 first installment, make the transfer of 85,000 naira to the account you can see on your screen, or the one in the chat that my colleague is sending right now. Make that initial payment, and please send us a proof of payment immediately on the call, and let us onboard you to the program right away. So you want to do that, you're making a transfer, please do that right away. And once you do that, please let us know immediately. Let us know immediately. Immediately let us know. All right. So Uzoma, I saw your thumbs up. Who else? Please, if you're taking advantage of the discount, all right, so that even when the discount offering is off the table, because you have secured access to the discount, it does not affect you, right? So even if you come back and the discount is no longer available, because you have secured your seat to the discount, you have access to it. Even when other people are paying 350,000, this is not for students. It is actually for students, because if you say it is not for students, by the time you are done with school, now you are thinking of what to do. All right. So what you want to do is to empower yourself while you are still in school. All right. And then by the time you are done with school, you're already equipped, you're already empowered. You don't have to start looking for jobs the way other people are looking for jobs. So I'm going to allow people to ask questions now. Interested in making a transfer, but I have to secure a laptop first. So you may need to, it does not need to be yours for now. You can start with, if you can get a laptop from a friend, a laptop from a colleague, you can start with that before you secure your laptop. Because if you come back after you secure your laptop, you now hear, oh, now the price is 350,000. There's nothing we can do. So the wisdom is secure your seats first, and then when you get a laptop, you can balance of both. You know that you have automatically saved yourself 100,000 naira, right? You saved yourself 100,000 naira. So you don't have to wait till you get the laptop before you secure your seat. All right. So if you want to do that, I'm happy to guide you to enroll you into the program right away. So I want to confirm, Uzoma making a transfer? I want to allow people to ask questions. If you have questions for me, please give me thumbs up. If you have any question for me, so let me see the people that I'm going to be calling for question. Let me see the people I'm going to be calling up for questions. So you have a question, you want to ask me anything, please give me a thumbs up first. Fantastic. Cornelius has a question. All right, so we are going to make it possible for you to ask questions. So this is what I want you to do. Please raise your hand. Use a raise hand icon. This is what the icon looks like. It looks like a palm. All right, it looks like a palm. So use it to raise your hand. And once you raise your hand, I'm going to call you up. And once I call your name, please unmute your mic and ask me your question. I want to beg you, please, if I don't call your name, please don't unmute, so that we are not rowdy with it. All right. So I cannot really, this name, is it S? Your name starts with S. Please go ahead to ask your question. You raise your hand. I think you're the only person that raised. So you can unmute. Confirm if you can unmute your mic to ask me your question. If you can unmute, please go ahead, unmute, and ask me your question. But while you are doing that, I want to be sure that Uzoma is still on the call. All right, Daniel, if Daniel, please, you can go ahead to unmute your mic and ask me your question. Hi, Daniel. You can go ahead. Daniel Ebube. Daniel Ebube, please go ahead and ask your question. Hi, Daniel. Are you able to unmute your mic? All right, I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe I'll call on Esther. I'll call on Esther. Esther, confirm if you're able to unmute your mic. You can unmute and then speak. Finding it difficult. Can we kindly allow people to unmute their mics? Very shortly you would be able to.
Okay.
All right. Please go ahead.
Question is this: Are there is there age limits with these skills?
So the
Hello?
age limit, yeah, I can hear you. So the age limit is children. If you are from 0 years old till maybe around 7 or 8 years old, that's the age limit. There's no age limit to tech. All right. There's no, in fact, there's a story of somebody that inspires me a lot, Precious Oshideko. You can go online and just search for Precious. Before 40 years of age, he didn't even know what he wanted to do with his life until he discovered tech at 40. And that was when he started learning. Not that he got his first job at 40. He started learning tech at 40. So there's no age limit to getting into tech. All right.
It's okay. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. So I want to assume that you're interested in getting into tech, right, Esther?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. So what is stopping you right now from making the move? Hope you're not the one stopping.
No, I'm not the one stopping it. So I'm not the one stopping me. It's finance for now.
Finance. So when do you want this whole finance conversation to end? Because if you say finance now, so I was asking, if you say finance now, it's most likely going to be finance again next time. So this is literally the answer to your finance, right? So you make this move now, you no longer have to think about finance.
I know.
Right.
I'll see what's possible for me to do between now and then tomorrow.
Between now and tomorrow. Fantastic. I love that you're ready to get started. But what will happen now if you now come back tomorrow and we just hear that apologies, you wanted to pay 250K, but it's 350K now. Would you be happy to hear that?
Well, I wouldn't. I would just trust that there will be another opportunity for me. Because if I have it, I won't even bother doing all the explanation. I'll just go ahead and do what I want to do.
Fantastic. I love that response. So what you can do, Esther, what you can do is this: secure your seat with 30,000. All right, secure your seat with 30,000. Just 30,000 naira, you automatically have access. So even if you come next tomorrow and the discount is off the table, that is not a problem because you have secured the discount, you have automatic access to the discount.
I am aware of that. I am aware. I've been following up with the class here.
Okay. All right. I think I get you. All right. So I want to take more. I want to take more questions. I don't know if Stanley. I can see
Daniel,
Stanley. Okay, Daniel. Daniel is able to speak now. All right, please, Daniel, go ahead.
I'm glad you can hear me. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Daniel.
Yeah, actually, I have interest in this data analysis, and the insights you'll be giving to us is very, very helpful, and I truly have interest in it. Can you hear me?
Okay, Daniel, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
you, Daniel.
So my question is there any qualification to be able to have access to this tech experience?
Okay, I'm not sure when you joined, Daniel. Did you join late?
Yes, sir. I joined very late.
Okay. Maybe that explains it. Now, I mentioned that even if you have not heard the word data before or tech before, that is even the assumption we are making about you. All right. You don't need any prerequisite to be able to get into the career path that we have recommended for you, because we are going to assume that you don't have any, and we're going to start with you from the scratch. We're going to start with you from the scratch. So the only prerequisite that you need is two things. Number one, are you willing to learn? So I want to ask you, are you willing to learn, Mr. Daniel?
Yes, sir. I'm very, very willing, sir.
Question two, are you willing to do everything that we tell you to do that has been helping our students land jobs?
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Once your answer to both of those questions is yes, then that is all the prerequisites that you need.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, my second question is, I have interest in making the payments even now. That is for the 30,000 to secure the discount of 250,000.
All right.
The only challenge I'm seeing is number one. I don't have my personal laptop, but you said something about that. And secondly, because of circumstances beyond my control now, I may not be able to start up the classes. I don't know if you're getting me. I may not be able to start up the classes.
I am.
I may not be able to start up the classes now. So, but my question is, if I can be able to secure this 250,000 naira discount whenever I'm ready, will it still be valid?
Interesting question. And you want to twist my hand because I mentioned something very strategical. If you heard something I said, that once you make that initial 30K to secure your seat, you have automatically become a member of the Nebians family. And that means you also have automatically secured the discount that is ongoing tonight. So logically, even though we don't encourage it, but logically, what that means is that even if you come back in 50 years from now, because tonight, while the discount is still going on, you have paid an initial commitment to secure the discount. So your answer is yes. You have secured the discount regardless of when you come back to start the program. Even though, now, Mr. Daniel, listen to me. Even though we don't recommend that you, and this is for you, not for us. Now, imagine that once you start today, you can get jobs, you can get your next job in, say, 3 months. If you start 3 months later, what that means is you are not getting your job until 6 months from now, and you don't want that. All right, you don't want that. So While your answer is yes, if you make an initial commitment of 30,000 naira tonight, you have automatically secured the discount. But you don't want to wait longer, because the longer you wait, the farther you are pushing your chance of landing a high paying tech role. All right. So I would say make the commitment, but try not to make it too long before you come back. All right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I appreciate that, sir.
You're
I'll get it in touch.
Okay, so are you making the payment tonight so that I can onboard you tonight?
That I would have loved to, but I have to link up with a friend who has laptop before I can. Okay. I'll make the payment, sir. I'll make the payment. Then
Okay, because I just wanted to be sure that you are aware that the discount is running tonight.
Yeah, sir. The thing is, making the payment to me is not a problem. I just came back.
Okay.
Just a brief about me. I just came back from outside the country about 2-3 months ago. So
Right.
A lot is going on in my head. A lot is happening. I've not been able to settle. You understand? So when I came across this maybe out of a thing through Facebook, I just picked interest. That was 4 days ago. I picked interest and I want to acquire this skill, considering the way things are going in the country and the world at large.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
the thing is, because I've not been able to settle down, it's been a long time. So I've been running. I'm running head to scatter to see if I can just to settle myself down, and because this data analytics of a thing I have interest in, I understand that it requires dedication, focus, and concentration. So that's
Absolutely.
why I don't want any distraction. I don't want any distraction. So I was thinking of putting my head down first, like arranging myself, be mentally ready, and I will just hit it, go straight to the point and acquire what I need to acquire. That's
Fantastic.
just the challenge I'm facing now. Making the payment is not a problem, but it's just that I'm not mentally ready to embark on the classes based on the circumstances that are beyond my control for now. So you understand? A guy that I've not been in coach for a long time, the thing, everything like being fucked up. One is trying to bounce back.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand? So these are the things that I'm facing now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about. So I don't know if you can help me out.
Yeah.
See if I can balance the equation.
Yes, and I think maybe I'm speaking from experience. When trying to make decisions like this, we might not see it when we are making it, but the outcome eventually will now reflect. When we reflect on times we're struggling to make the decision, we then begin to thank God. Oh, thank God I made the decision, right? Because, like I said, it's a life-changing decision, right? So, you probably would never, in quote and unquote, settle down your mind until you have taken a step in the door. At that time, you have no other choice than to settle yourself by yourself, because nobody is going to come from outside to settle you down. Let me use your language. So what you want to do is tell yourself, I want this thing. If you really want it, you want to pursue it. And one way to pursue something ferociously is to commit yourself to it. Because at that point, once you are committed, you want to do everything within your power, to ensure that you are true with it. And we have support systems in place for you. We have people that you can talk to. You have data coaches. You have program coordinators that can help you through your journey. So you're not going to be left stranded. That I can guarantee you. So you have challenges. You have people that are going to support you in your journey. So what I would recommend based on the uniqueness of your situation is put your feet in the door first. Put your feet in the door. Whatever challenges that come in the process, we will weather it together. We will support you to weather it together. All right. You can always reach out to me. My door is always open. You can always reach out. Oh, I'm trying to learn this because of this challenge. I'm struggling, and we can guide you. We have walked that step before, all right? So I don't know if you get what I mean, Daniel.
Very well, sir. Very well, sir. I really appreciate it.
Also, you're welcome. You're welcome. So commit yourself. That's the only way to actually push through the barrier of decision. There's a barrier of decision you are facing right now. So once you commit yourself, and in fact, maybe I shouldn't even say this. The fact that you commit yourself does not mean, if, for example, a challenge now comes that you need to pull out, does not mean, you are forever, you can pull out. But one thing that commitment will do to you is it will show you that it is possible to manage the situation. If you still allow the challenge to take preeminence and you're giving it all the attention, it will still be in your place. But if you want a challenge to go, tackle it head on, right? So that would be my recommendations. I will advise you, just make a commitment tonight, and then tomorrow we can have a conversation on how you can progress. All right. I can leave my number with you if that will be fine. I can leave my
WhatsApp
number with you.
The WhatsApp number.
Yeah, I can leave my if that's what you so this is our business, this is our business line. So what I'm saying is I can leave my personal WhatsApp with you to reach out to me. Once you've made a commitment, reach out to me. Can ask me any question on how to still navigate your learning journey, even with the a lot of things that you have to deal with. We can have a conversation around it.
All right, sir.
All right. That's fantastic. So I can take other questions. So once you're done making the payment, just let me know so that I can add you to I would like to even have a conversation with you personally. Just let me know once you've committed, and then we can talk about how to support you for that. All right,
sir. Thank you very much.
All right. You're welcome, Mr. Daniel. All right, guys. I want to shut this down in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't know if any other person has any question for me before we call it a night. So if you're making a payment,
so after making the payment, how will I let you know about it? Should I send you
you can send a DM to the number on your screen, or let me drop my number with you so that it makes it easy for you. Let me also, so once you're done making the payment, you send the proof of payment to the number in the chat or on the screen. Then send me a personal message. Just tell me, hi Ayobami, this is Daniel. We had a conversation earlier. I have committed myself, and then I'll take it from there.
Stanley. Okay, somebody else. Hello.
Yes. Please, I'm still sorry about that. I will call you up very shortly.
Okay.
All right, I'll call you up very shortly. Just 1 second.
Sorry.
All right, Daniel, I just want to got that.
Can I finish Stanley?
Yes, sir. I got it.
All right. I'll be waiting for your message. You can also send me a.
You said what?
Go ahead, please.
I said once I'm done transferring the 30,000, I'll write you.
All right. I'll be waiting for your message. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So please go ahead with your question. The other person that has a question.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, boss. First is first. I want you to just break it down for me. This is I want to believe this is breaking into data analysis or data anything for dummies. Yeah. Okay, so
right.
I mean, I'm starting afresh. I don't have any idea, but I would like to learn. Yeah.
I want to be sure when you join this session.
I just joined.
We have talked about that. We have actually talked about everything you need to learn. But what we can do for you is make sure you fill out the attendance form. My colleague will share the attendance form one more time. Fill out the attendance form, and then you can get the recording session. we'll share the recording of the session with you.
Okay, that's good. That's good though.
And you get.
Uh-huh.
But you asking that question actually means you want to actually break into tech, right?
I want to. I surely want to.
All right. And that's what we are here for, actually. That's what we are here for. So what you want to do, is there's a discount that we're currently running, all right? Like you can see on my screen, our program runs for 300,000. And currently we are running it. Yes, but currently we are running a discount that waves off 100,000 naira from that, meaning that you can pay 250,000 naira for the program, and you can even pay that in installments. You can even pay the discount in installments. All right, you can pay 85,000 to start, 85,000 second installment, and 80,000 third installment. All right. So that's how you can actually make the payment very flexible. And for you to have access to the discount, for you to be able to take advantage of the discount, you need to secure your seat for the class tonight, right? Because we made the discount available for participants of this session. Right? And we are aware that you're unable to raise the entire first installment of 85,000. What you can do, just so that you have access to the discount, you can make an initial part of the first installment. Remember, the first installment is 5,000, but with just 30,000 out of that, you can automatically get access to the discount.
Now, my question: when is the class starting?
The class is starting on the 9th of August.
9th of August. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, 9th of August. Okay, there's still time.
There's still time, but when you come back by that time, you would have reverted back 350,000. Do you understand? That means for you to have access to the discount, if you don't mind paying 350,000, that's not a problem. You can wait till 9th of August.
Yeah, who get 350,000 this time?
Exactly. So what you can do is take advantage of these discounts that we're currently running by making an initial deposit of 30,000 naira tonight, and then you can then find ways to look for the rest over time. All right. So that's the wisdom you can apply.
Okay. Now, first things first. Okay, from what you just said earlier,
yes,
I want to believe that I missed a huge part because so I already saw the whole ad on Nebiant online from one of your influencers, and I clicked, and it's on my WhatsApp. So one way, one how I went through and I clicked to just get this, and I got it late, so I just joined now. So I want to believe that I have missed a huge part of maybe the whole introduction, and I would love.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll be sharing
that part of introduction.
Okay. I will share a recording with you. You can check the chat. Check the chat. You'll see a link.
Okay.
You see a link.
Okay.
So if you click on that link, you can fill out the attendance form, and you get a recording. Yeah.
All right. But I am highly interested because from what I saw in your let me say online brochure, I see that you guys are actually in depth in this whole data business analysis, data analysis, and everything. Okay.
Yes.
So
and we are focused on helping you land jobs.
Okay.
All right. So what you are saying, just to be sure, I want you to realize what you are saying.
Clarity.
You're not going to take advantage of that tonight, and that means that you are opening yourself up to the possibility paying 350,000 naira.
No, but where money dey? I'm taking advantage of tonight. I would immediately I leave the line. I will go and fill out the attendance form. I'm hoping to see the get the what did you just say? get the link so I can follow up on the introduction, so that I can be able, I am 100% convinced, but I will not lie to you. With what I've heard so far since I joined about the whole taking advantage, I think I agree it's better to do that now. I agree, but I also still want to get one or two background info on the introduction. I don't
All
know
right.
if you get.
So what I'll do is I'll leave my number with you. All right. I'll leave my number
I
with
would
you.
love that. I would love that.
Let me drop my number on the chat. Just send me a
Okay.
message tonight. Tell
On
me
WhatsApp, yeah?
oh, yes, on WhatsApp. Tell me, oh,
Okay.
Ayobami, this is the person that spoke with you earlier.
Yes.
This is Stanley.
Stanley, yeah.
Yes, I want to secure the discount, and
Yes.
so we'll take the conversation off there, right?
No problem. I am
All right, just do well to
100% game.
fill out the attendance form, and don't forget to send me a message.
I will do that certainly immediately.
All right, fantastic. So I want to give 2 more minutes before we end the session. Just 2 minutes for people that still want to secure that discount. So 2 more minutes, guys. Who else is securing their discount? And let's see how we can support you. Who else? I still see a number of people on the call. I see Uzoma. Uzoma, yes. Uzoma, you mentioned that you were Stanley, I think you can mute your mic now. I think we are done. So you can mute your mic, Stanley. Oh, not Stanley. I think whose mic is unmuted. Let me see whose mic is unmuted. All right, thank you. So, Uzoma, I want to hear from you. You mentioned you wanted to sign up. You mentioned you wanted to sign up, all right? So I want to hear from you, Uzoma. Can you hear me, Uzoma? Uzoma, if you can hear me, please unmute, or you can just send. You can unmute. All right. So okay. So we can also keep. I have already signed up. Okay. Do you mean tonight or before tonight, Uzoma? Do you mean you already signed up tonight or before tonight? Before now. Oh, okay. All right. That's fantastic. All right.